Hello everybody, my name is Vanessa de Oliveira Andreotti. I'm your course instructor for the course Paradoxes of Ethics and Internationalization in Education. So this is a very brief video to go with you through the course outline, which is available on Connect. So if you're watching this video, you probably found it, so that you get familiarized with the course. This first week is actually just for you to get to know the course better. Send me an email with questions if you have any. I will respond to the questions that are pertinent to the group on Connect itself in the frequently asked questions session. So I'll just go with you through the course outline. I'm really happy that this course is full. Actually, we have 20 students, and I'm looking forward to working with you all. So if you want to open the course outline page and just keep the audio, that would be a good time to do it, or have it printed in front of you so that you can follow with me. So this course on Paradoxes of Ethics and Internationalization is really related to my area of research. I'm a Canada Research Chair in Race, Inequalities, and Global Change. And what I'm trying to do in the course is to give you a brief overview of the field that I'm very familiar with, related to several topics that you will see just in a minute. I designed the course so that it would help both people who are doing research in this area and people who are new to the area. So especially if you're doing an MEd, if you're new, I have tried to structure the course so that you know where the more practical texts are, and for the people doing research, where I think they should go in terms of depth in the research field. So I'll be talking a little bit about that today as well. So in relation to the course description, I said that this course requires a deep understanding, it's related actually to a deep understanding of the social, cultural, economic, and historical forces and flows that connect peoples, places, spaces, and worldviews, and of the difficulties of intervening in complex and dynamic systems. When that is missing, when this deep depth of understanding is missing, and the deep analysis is missing, educational outcomes tend to unintentionally reproduce unequal relationships between dominant and marginalized populations, simplistic rationalizations of inequality, and instrumental and ethnocentric imaginaries of global citizenship, diversity, and social responsibility. This course combines the analysis of culture and political economy to map tensions, paradoxes, and convergences, and to offer a fresh critique of such imaginaries. This is done in order to reimagine internationalization in education beyond nationalisms, parochialisms, multi-monoculturalisms, and neoliberal variants of global subjectivity. So what I mean here is that we're going to go in depth, but in terms of package solutions, we're going to try to examine critically the very desire for practical solutions that are simplistic. I think the course will make it clear that the system is really complex, and intervening in different contexts is always an uncertain matter. So we are not going to give you solutions to problems, but we're going to, the course aims to prepare you, equip you to deal with the complexity, uncertainty, plurality of different contexts, and to be able to address these things in a very different way that may help you to better understand how to be effective in relation to your intervention. So we're not going to give you the solution, but we'll prepare you to think through the context and to think through the strategies that you need to intervene in areas of internationalization and global citizenship in your own context. So the course format. In this graduate online seminar, time is distributed between knowledge mapping exercises through lectures and readings, critical analysis of educational initiatives and activities, and personal reflections. There are 6 units. Each unit should be completed within 2 weeks, and this starts next week. This week, it's just an introduction and getting familiar with the course. In each unit, students will be required to do 7 things. Number 1 is watch a 20 or 30-minute lecture, like what you're doing right now. Comment on the lecture. On Connect, there is a link to a page where you can post your comments. Number 3, read the 3 compulsory course texts. 2 key texts that I have chosen for you, plus 1 text that you choose yourself from a list of texts. Now, this list of texts is organized very carefully. The texts at the top are related more to teacher practice. The texts at the bottom of the list are more related to research, and they go much more in depth in the issue. So what I would suggest you should do is read all the abstracts so that you have an idea of what the texts are about, and then choose one according to your area of interest. So if you're interested more in teaching and in this issue in relation to its application in educational contexts, go more towards the top. If you're interested in research and in-depth complex discussions about the issue, choose one at the bottom. Number 4, then you have to write a short reflective summary of the 3 texts. Now, I'm suggesting that you all write the summary because it's very, very good practice for you to write the summaries of all the texts, of the 3 texts that you're to read for each unit, which adds up to 18 texts for the whole course. But on the wiki, I have distributed the courses for the class summary, which is going to be on a wiki. I have divided the compulsory texts amongst the people in the group. So you will see a list on the wiki page for this first assignment telling you who is responsible for the summaries during that week, for the compulsory text summaries that week. When I say compulsory text, I'm talking about the two texts that I choose for you. If you read a text that is not that is different from the texts that are in the wiki, and if you want to post your comment there, and if you're not in the list of people who are chosen for that week, please do post your summary in the class wiki. So I created this wiki so that everybody could have access to the summaries as well. But the summaries that you write are going to be different because you have different interests. So that's why I'm saying that it's important that you all have your own summary. But the people in the list are the people who are going to post their summaries to the whole class. And this is divided by unit, and you will see your name under the unit that you will need to write the text for that unit. So the next stage here now would be at the end of this video to go to Connect and to just explore the assignments page and to see where things are and which text you're responsible for. Number 5, so you're required then to contribute to the collaborative wiki page for the unit. This is what I just said, so sorry, I just put myself a little bit ahead of myself, which is assignment 8. So number 6, you need to write an analysis of the resource provided. For each unit, there is a resource provided, a video or a document that you need to read or watch according to the instructions that you'll get in the assignment B, and then submit it as a blog entry. This blog is only available to this group. It's not going to go outside, so do not worry about anonymity. So it's just for us, but it's important that you have access to each other's perspectives on the same resource. There are instructions about how to analyze the resource, and you are going to use a tool called Heads Up. And the tool Heads Up is already on the website. So this week, it's very important that you familiarize yourself with the tool. I included 2 texts about the tool. The first text is just the tool itself. The second text puts it in a wider framework. It is a short article written for teachers. So it's very, very kind of simple language, I think, that gives you more of a context of how this tool can be used. Sorry. And how this tool can be used, and what further questions this tool prompts us to ask. So please read both the tools text and the context text. They're all under assignments, assignment B, and underneath the blog link you will find the two texts, the tool and the wider context text. Then number 7, write a reflection on their personal learning, on your personal learning in this unit, and submit it as a journal entry. Okay, so that's assignment C, and there are instructions for you to do that there. The assignment entries, this assignment entry of journals is personal. Other people in the group are not going to see. So just to backtrack, for each unit, you watch the lecture, you comment on the lecture if you want to, then you read the texts, you write the summary of the texts, then you put the summaries on the wiki if your name is in there. Number 6, you write an analysis of the resources provided according to the instructions and the heads-up checklist. And number 7, you write a reflection on your personal learning to be submitted as a journal entry. So there's 3 assignments for each unit, and they require short texts. I chose this because when you do online courses, we don't have too much of the interaction that we needed to have. So I would need to, this is my way of listening to your voice. After each unit, I will post a response, a collective response to everybody, trying to bring these things together. If you want me to write a response to your own specific entry, you would need to ask me through your journal, just saying, I'm having difficulties with this. Could you please answer these questions? That's perfectly fine, and I will strive to do that at the end of the unit. So each unit takes 2 weeks, as I said. This introductory unit that we're doing now takes 1 week. The next week, we start with unit 1. This unit is already available online. So if you want to start right now, that's fine. We have 3 weeks then for the first unit. But the other units are going to be released when on the first day of that unit. So well, I'm not going to release everything at once because in the past, this is the way that worked best. But you have access already to the names of the texts that are all there. And if you want to advance your reading, you can. My thinking about this is that I would like to create videos that respond to your concerns. So I cannot release the videos beforehand. I'm not recording them before. I'm recording them as I go along so that I can be in dialogue with you. And I think that's very important so that you feel my presence there as well. I might respond as a video too, instead of responding as a text to the whole class. It's either a video or a text. But after, by the end of each unit, you should expect to hear from me again so that we don't lose this connection. Now, apart from this 7 steps for each unit, you also have a final assignment that is related to either an essay, an academic essay, or an artistic expression with a little bit of explanation related to a topic related to the course. So this we're going to negotiate as we go along. Okay, let me just go back to the outline. Required text. So students are required to scan all assigned texts and to close read 3 texts per unit. The 2 key texts that I chose for you are compulsory. 1 more text should be selected from the list, which is also compulsory, but you choose it. All assigned readings are available on the online platform. Now, this is an issue because the university has been having issues with copyright, the checking of whether or not the texts are complying with copyright policies. So if the text is not in the library course reserve list, I will put it at the bottom of the list, and I will also give you the option of finding it in the library. Everything that I have chosen is either online already or will be made available online through Connect. They might not be in the course reserve list though. I might just put them at the bottom of the page if I feel that is the best thing for us to do. So next thing is course assignments, due dates, and grading. As I said, there are 3 assignments you have to do for every unit. And then there is the essay. And then there's some grading for participation as well. So the reflective summaries are worth 10% of your grade, the wiki. The analysis of resources in the blog are worth 20% of your grade. The reflections on personal learning are worth 30%. The journals are worth 30% of your grade. And then the final essay or creative work is worth also 30%. Participation and commitment to learning is worth 10%. I will be checking, because this is an online course, I will be checking every week who is logging in and out of the course. So I have a way of seeing how long you spent when you're logged in. So if I see that you are not accessing the course during a unit, for example, I will contact you and ask you if you have any problem, if you want more time to complete that unit. Because I know in online platforms, when you do this at a distance, it's very easy to actually forget or even feel isolated or disengaged. So I will be checking so that I see that you're doing things on time, and that's to do with your participation and commitment to learning. But I know that things sometimes happen, and we need to keep in communication about that, because I will be checking. So if I'll be checking if you're continuously engaging. So there are course assignment explanations and requirements in your course outline. I'm not going to repeat this because I try to put a text that is easy for you to follow in the course outline. But there are explanations for each of the assignments. And then I'll just talk a little bit about the schedule of course units. Again, this unit is introduction from September the 6th to the 12th. There's this video, and I'm going to ask you to do your personal introductions on the wiki so that you get familiarized with the tool if you're not familiar with it. So you go to assignment A, and you just have to put your name and a brief paragraph talking about who you are, what you do, why you've chosen the course, how does that relate to your work. From September the 13th to the 26th, we're talking about the first unit of the course, which is called The Dominant Global Imaginary. The lecture is going to be posted on September the 13th. Then you have the two texts there, and you choose one text. In the resource is the video Schooling the World. Schooling the World is a video of an hour and 4 minutes, I think, or a little bit more, I'm not sure. But in any case, it is available on YouTube, the whole thing. You'll also find on YouTube shorter clips. I would like you to find the whole film, watch the whole film, and then use the heads up checklist to analyze it on your blog. Remember that for each of the units, you have 3 things to do online. One is the wiki, the summary, if you are scheduled for that unit. Number 2 is the blog. Number 3 is the reflective journal. Then Unit 2 is Imaginaries of Internationalization in Higher Education from 27th of September to October the 10th. And then we have a possible meeting on October the 17th, which is in the middle actually of Unit 3. On Saturday, October the 17th, I will be in Vancouver. During the semester, I will be traveling a lot. Most of my time I'll be spending in Brazil in a fellowship. So I'm not going to be in Vancouver. And we can have actually Skype conversations if you need to talk to me, or we can talk by email. But on the 17th of October, I'm in Vancouver, and I have reserved a day for us to have 3 hours in the morning and 3 hours in the afternoon to talk, debrief, and have more of the face-to-face encounter in relation to the course. So you're all invited to come. It's optional. And I look forward to seeing you there. But then from October the 11th to the 24th, we have the Global Citizenship and International Development Unit. And from October the 25th to November the 7th, we have Experiences Abroad. From November the 8th to the 21st, we have Mobilizing the Desire to Help Others. And from the 22nd of November to December the 5th, we have New Curriculum or Horizons. If you have any questions about this, again, please send me an email. If I feel that the answer is to do with everybody, it's important for everybody, I will respond on Connect in the frequently asked questions section. If you need any support with technology, I think if technology is not working, then we need to call IT support, because sometimes I cannot solve this for you. It's only if it's something related to the course structure and something that I can support you with. I will be very happy. I'll be very happy to be there. So I hope you enjoy this course. I hope to see all introductions by the end of this week before Unit 1 starts. If I don't see your name in the introductions, then I will contact you to see if everything is okay. And I look forward to working with all of you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.